What's going on, guys? Got some mail that I wanted to share with you. I did a trade with a YouTuber and I picked up some sketch cards because Taka Tanaka Giants got me interested in them, so I wanted to see what my options were out there and found a couple things I liked. And then I also got some baseballs that you see in the background that I got signed at a Braves Caravan that they were doing. I should have some more to show you, except on Tuesday they were doing their biggest caravan. They had Jason Hayward, Freddie Freeman, Justin Upton, Freddie Gonzalez, Don Sutton, all scheduled to appear in Kennesaw, which is where I work, just north of Atlanta. So I got up there early in the morning, and then, as most of you probably know, it snowed and the world ended. But it just temporarily ended because we're back like nothing ever happened. So it was crazy because I went up there to that thing to get the autographs, and then they canceled it at about 1 o'clock. So I got back in my car, got on the interstate, and we just didn't move. I mean, we were inching along because 6 million people in Atlanta decided that it was time to get the hell out of work and go home at the exact same time, which it doesn't matter if it's snowing or if it's 72 degrees outside with sunshine. If 6 million people get on the roads at one time, it is not going to work out very well. So I was one of the lucky ones, and it only took me 3 hours to go 15 miles, and I didn't run out of gas or have to pee in a cup. I did see some mom let their little kid stick his wiener out the back window out the window and pee out the side of the car. But yeah, it was a pretty fun 3-hour ride home for me. But a lot of people ended up getting stuck on the interstates and having to sleep in their car, and a lot of people ran out of gas and they just abandoned their cars on the side of the road. And I was driving home from work today, and there was still a whole bunch of cars on the side of the road that people had just left. So I know everyone's making fun of us that we can't handle any snow here, which we can't. But the problem wasn't the snow. The problem was that we didn't expect to get it, and then when it started to come down, everyone was like, holy shit, I have to go home right now. And at 12:30, 1 o'clock, they let out all the schools, and every business shut down, and everyone got on the road at one time. So that's what the problem was. I thought at first, my 3-hour ride, I was really mad and upset about when I got home. And then once I started hearing all the stories about some people it took 10, 12 hours, and like I said, some people were on the road for 24 hours and had to sleep in their car. And my 3-hour ride really wasn't that bad now that I look back at it. But enough of that. I'm here. I'm alive. And everything is back to normal as the snow is melting. But here are the pickups that I got, the sketch cards I was talking about. So I found a guy on eBay who does sketch cards, and he selling them pretty cheap. This is not an original. This is a reprint that he just kind of threw in for me. But this one right here is an original. This is an actual painting with Dale Murphy. This guy's name is Edward Vela, and he sells these online for pretty cheap. There's 25 of these right here. So that was pretty cool right there. Just decided I wanted to, look at some of these things in person once I saw Taka Tanaka Giants getting into them. Of course, I'm going to stick with sports and Brave stuff, but. And then I'll show you the balls that I got signed at the Caravan that I did. I guess it was last Friday. Went to Snellville, which is just right side of Atlanta, and I had some guys there. Had Tyler Pasternicki, who will hopefully take over for Dan Uggla at second base full time. I can't imagine Dan Uggla will play anymore. We really need to get rid of him. It's kind of pathetic that he's even still on the team. And then this right here is Brian Snitker, who was the third base coach for the Braves. He's been in the Braves. He's been a coach for the Braves in all sorts of different leagues, like in the minor leagues and in the majors and stuff. But he was the third base coach for, I guess, the last 5 or 6 years, and then they just sent him to AAA to be the manager there. And then this is Todd Cunningham, who is a prospect who made his major league debut last year. I believe he had 8 at-bats. And then that is not Chipper Jones. That's Chris Johnson, the other CJ who took over for Chipper Jones and had a really good year last year. Almost won the batting title. So that was a really good one for me to get. And like I said, I'm supposed to be getting Freddie Freeman, Upton, maybe Hayward. They're going to try to reschedule that one. They didn't do anything for the guys that were waiting. I got there at 8 o'clock in the morning, set up my chair. They didn't do anything for those people that were waiting, so when they reschedule it, I'm just going to have to go early again. Hopefully I can make it. I may not even be able to make it. And the last thing I got is a trade that I did with a YouTuber. Gave me a note here, Mr. Kimbrough. That's me. Thanks so much for the deal. It's always great talking to you, and I hope we can get to know each other better as I get more active on YouTube. Hope you enjoy the extras. Keep up the great vids. Sincerely, Mike. P.S. I have the worst handwriting ever. I don't know about that. I've seen worse. And his YouTube name is Ryan Kelly Collector 34. I'll leave a link to his channel below. Y'all go check him out. Really good kid. Real easy to make a trade with. And we traded for just 2 cards, but he sent me some nice extras here. This Eric O'Flaherty from Heritage, which he went to the A's this year, unfortunately. Hank Aaron, Chipper Jones, which most of y'all probably heard the story about Chipper Jones going out on his 4-wheeler on Tuesday night when all that stuff happened at Atlanta, and he had to rescue Freddie Freeman because Freddie Freeman, who was supposed to come up to the signing, was out at the stadium, and then they canceled the signing. And he was trying to drive home, and nobody could get home. I mean, it took everyone so long, and he ran out of gas. And Chipper Jones got on his 4-wheeler and drove 10 miles out to pick him up, bring him back, which is a pretty cool story. Dan Ugla, which hopefully we won't ever see him again. Mike Minor, Phil Necro with the awesome uniform, Medlin, some platinum stuff here, Hayward and Freeman. Here's a gold version, a blue version of Chris Medlin. Some of the new finest stuff right here. It's really nice looking. This cool die cut, Julio Teheran. Reed Johnson, who is not on the team anymore. Evan Gaddis. This really cool jersey card of J.R. Graham from Heritage Minor League, which we should see J.R. Graham playing some in the bigs. And then the 2 cards that were in the trade is this camo refractor of Chris Medlin, numbered out of 15. And the main card is this Dale Murphy out of National Treasures, which I had 2 of these cards already, numbered out of 25, so might as well just try to get all 25 of them, right? There's the patch on that. That's a really cool card, and then there's the numbering right there. So, glad to get another one of those. Can never have too many Dale Murphy patches. Maybe if I get enough, I can recreate the Tomahawk. I'll pull all the patches out. So, Mike, man, I really appreciate the trade. Real easy trade. And that is all I got. Yeah, so thanks for watching. As always, I do appreciate it. Peace out.